Hello, Mr. Sanchez. Um,
Okay. How are you?
Great, actually. Um,
Good,
uh,
good, good. Nice to finally meet you.
Thank you. So first of all, thank you so much for agreeing to this interview. Uh, I'll
Sure,
just ask you several questions and just answer to the best of your ability.
sure. Go
To
ahead.
start off, from what age did you start finding interest in your job?
Well, early on, I'd say around when I was a teenager, because my uncles, they are both engineers.
Oh,
And when I was younger, my parents wanted me to go to work with them so I could start learning if I liked that or not, if I liked my chances of studying engineering. And I did, which is eventually how I decided to go to school for computer engineering.
ah,
That's when I first started getting interested in.
I see. Okay. What inspired you to become what you are today?
I've always been an ambitious person, I'm going to be honest.
Uh,
And seeing that my parents and my uncles, they all work for themselves, that's
mm,
a big goal I have. So I've always been hard worker in that regard. And just, you know, trial and error, learning as I go through life.
so currently they have their own company, or
Yes, yes.
ah,
They started working for an employer, but eventually they started their own company.
I see. How do you usually start
And
off your
that's,
day?
oof, my day. Well, first, when I first thing I do is I eat. I get some breakfast because I always wake up really hungry and I just go to eat. And while I'm having breakfast, I usually start checking emails and make my coffee, and then just go straight into my computer. I don't sleep that much. I'm gonna be
Uh,
honest. So I just wake up and I just keep going.
Usually after work, what do you usually do?
Work out always.
Ah,
I
okay.
always try to go to the gym because that helps me clear my mind. Because when I spend a lot of time in the computer, and when I'm tired, I go outside, do something, either to the gym or just walk, run, and that helps me just focus again.
What is the most interesting part of your job?
I would say that no two projects are the same.
Mhm.
They are. Yeah, that's a good thing about it. It's all very different. So because it's always based on the customer's requirements,
Uh-huh.
and that gives it that makes it challenging, but it makes it interesting because it's always something new to learn and complete, which makes it fulfilling at the same time.
Ah, okay. So what was your best project you've worked on?
Best one, actually, it was back when I was still in college,
Huh?
back in school, because at that point I was still learning how to how to program, how to write good software, and it was really challenging.
Yeah.
But looking back, that's the one I found the most fulfilling because it was one where I worked with two close friends of mine, and we had to make a system to help a professor with his research
Uh,
for earthquake research. Actually, it was
uh,
a project to measure vibrations.
okay.
And back then, I was still learning through everything. And once we got through with the project, that's the one I felt to this day. That's the one I felt the most proud of because now, when you're professional in the industry, you have more help.
Yeah.
So
How long did it take to finish the project?
that one, the
Yeah.
long one,
Yep.
oof, like like 8 months.
Oh, that's long.
It
Uh,
was a long time. Yes, long time.
did you have any struggles when pursuing this career?
Yes, a lot. Many times I wasn't even sure because wasn't even sure if I made the right choice, especially early on,
Uh-huh.
because when you're learning something for the first time or you face a problem for the first time, sometimes there's you're solving problems that no one else has solved. So
Yeah.
it's up to you to be the first one to find that answer.
Uh,
And obviously that comes with its own set of challenges and can be very frustrating, but once you overcome that obstacle, then it's all the better, right?
yeah.
But all the time, the job is you as you gain experience, just in life in general, not just in the job,
Uh,
you'll get better at it. At dealing with adversity, but
Uh-huh.
all the time. But that's what makes us grow.
Do you have any regrets
Regrets in general, or about my
about your
career?
job? Yeah.
Regrets. One thing I would say, if I could go back, it when I was doing my undergrad,
Uh-huh.
it took me, because I studied, my background's computer engineering, but you can pick either hardware or software.
Uh,
So I think I talked about this in one of my videos. If I could go back, I would probably focus more on the software side of things instead of hardware,
mhm.
purely because, like I said, my personal goal is to one day start my own company, and I believe software gives me a better chance to do that.
Ah, okay. So for the last question, do you have any advice for people who wants to pursue in hardware engineering?
Yes, you have to try it out. It's definitely rewarding if you're someone who enjoys problem solving. Advice: you have to be curious, because most of these problems, they're not really that difficult. It's just a matter of, how do I say this, of approaching it the right way, because we tend to lose the forest for the trees. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that expression, where we focus too much on the details and
Mhm,
not on the bigger picture. And sometimes a lot of these problems are not as big as they seem to be.
mhm,
And so definitely keeping a curious mind will help you if you're interested in pursuing that career, because sometimes the answer is right in front of you.
Yeah. So I would like to thank you again for taking the time to do this quick interview with me. I greatly
Sure,
appreciate it.
sure,
Thank
no
you.
problem. I was trying to coordinate, because I know the time differences is
Yeah.
is is it's big. It's about 11, 12 hours, right?
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yep. So in a few minutes, I have to go back to class. So,
Yeah, but you're good. Anything else if you want to ask, you
uh,
record. Hopefully the audio is good.
yeah, it's all good. Thank you. You
Perfect.
can
Is
leave.
that, before you go, is
Yeah.
that something you want to? Are you interested in pursuing
Yeah,
hardware engineering?
actually,
Is that you?
pretty interested in computers. Like,
Okay.
yeah, just in general, because I don't know. It's pretty interesting, especially
It
with
is. It
the
is.
like semiconductors and CPUs. Yeah.
Oh, have you built your own PC?
Yeah, actually, just built one like
Oh,
a couple weeks ago. I had my dad
okay,
help
that's nice.
me. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's pretty much, that's how I started too. My uncle's teaching me how to put the components together, and that just builds up your natural curiosity. And
Uh,
but for you, again, advice I would give you: you have the internet. Just read
yeah.
up, watch videos, and see if anything that you want to try to learn how it works. Look into it and see if that's something that interests you. But definitely, there's a lot of opportunities if that's something you want to pursue.
Uh-huh.
And reach out if you have any questions, and I'll try
Yeah.
to do my best to help you.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Have a good day.